Let's be real. Every time Rockstar drops a hint about a new GTA, the internet goes nuts. But with GTA 6, it feels like everyone's got something to say before we've even seen much of the game. From its very start, the GTA series has been a magnet for debates, protests, and headlines, often blurring the lines between virtual crime and real-world outrage. Whether it's the intense action, the sharp jabs at pop culture, or just the thrill of playing the bad guy, GTA knows how to make waves. And today I want to talk about why GTA 6 is already controversial, even though it's not on the shelves yet. Starting with the PC gamers that are already feeling the heat with the announcement that the game will initially hit consoles only. It's a repeat of the rollout strategy we saw with GTA 5, which launched first on Xbox 360 and PS3 back in 2013, then hit the next-gen consoles in 2014, and PC gamers had to wait until 2015 to get their hands on it. And let's not forget the expanded and enhanced version dropped in 2022 for PS5 and Xbox Series X, which, to be honest, didn't really live up to its name. Nothing much was expanded or enhanced. It's devastating for all PC gamers who have to wait to get their hands on a game that everyone else is already playing. It feels like forever. There might be whispers of exclusive deals with Sony and Microsoft, but I'm pretty sure the real reason for the delayed PC release is quite different. Here's the thing. Consoles like the PlayStation and Xbox have a set hardware setup that doesn't change. This makes life a lot easier for developers like Rockstar, because they can really dial in and tweak the game's performance to work perfectly on these machines without having to worry about all the different possible PC setups out there. On consoles, developers have a clear picture of what they're working with, so they can optimize everything just right, from graphics to load times, ensuring that the game runs smoothly right when you first fire it up. This isn't the case with PCs, where you've got countless combinations of processors, GPUs, and other specs that can vary wildly from one system to the next. This uniformity in consoles means Rockstar can push out a game that's polished and ready to go without the initial f***ups you might see on a platform like PC, where the diversity of hardware can throw a wrench in the works. I feel like Rockstar is keen on learning from past mistakes, especially the notorious PC launch of GTA 4, which was plagued by optimization issues and bugs, making it a frustrating experience for many. It was probably the most problematic GTA game ever released on PC, and a situation Rockstar is likely eager to avoid repeating. Given this, it makes sense to perfect the game on a more controlled platform like consoles before tackling the beast of PC compatibility. While it seems almost certain that GTA 6 will eventually make its way to PC, cause I'm 99% sure of it, there's always that lingering 1% doubt. A prime example of this scenario is with Red Dead Redemption 1. Everyone was convinced it would land on PC, but it never did. The story behind this is quite telling. It seems that the game wasn't properly coded for PC over 13 years ago when it was being developed. It was often referred to as spaghetti code, because the code was as tangled and chaotic as a pile of spaghetti noodles. But do you know what game is available on all three platforms right now? War Thunder, the most comprehensive combat game ever made available for free on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. You can take command of over 2,000 tanks, planes, helicopters, and ships from 10 major nations. We're talking everything from old-school biplanes and armored cars from the 1920s, all the way to today's fighter jets and main battle tanks. It's not just some typical game where you shoot boxes hoping they explode. This game's got one of the most detailed damage systems you'll find anywhere, and the game models are also crazy detailed with the engines, fuel tanks, weapons, and even the crew all mapped out. No matter what kind of player you are, War Thunder has got you covered. They've got 3 different modes. Arcade mode is all speedy and pumped up for quick fun. Realistic mode is just right, not too arcadey, but still keeps things intense. And if you really want to test your skills, jump into simulator mode. That's where it gets super real. The customization is totally next level. There are tons of camos, markings, and decorations to slap on your vehicles, and a bunch of them are created by other players in the community. The game runs smooth as butter thanks to their own Dagor engine, so you get stunning visuals and super smooth frame rates without needing a beast of a PC. Honestly, War Thunder's got it all. Join over 70 million players in PvP battles using my link in the description. You'll get a massive bonus pack with multiple premium vehicles, in-game coins, and 7 days of premium among other things, available for a limited time only, so don't miss it. Now, if you're waiting for GTA 6 on PC, keep the story of the first RDR in mind because it's a bit of a cautionary tale. Sure, Rockstar's gotten way better with PCs since then. Their releases of GTA 5 and RDR 2 went pretty smoothly, but the ghost of RDR 1's non-PC release is a reminder that things can go sideways because of technical issues or just where Rockstar decides to focus its energy. It shows us that nothing's really set in stone until the game is actually out. Another reason why GTA 6 is stirring up controversy even before its release, circles back to how the game's first trailer seems to have poked the bear one too many times. After the trailer dropped, it wasn't just the Florida Joker who was up in arms. There were quite a few people who felt that the game parodied them a little too closely and started throwing around threats of lawsuits against Rockstar. The trailer is jam-packed with references that mirror real-life events and personalities, making it clear that Rockstar is sticking to its guns with the satirical style they're known for. Now, most of these threats likely won't go anywhere. It's obvious that a lot of these claims are probably just attempts to grab some cash from a big name like Rockstar, but they're not the type to be caught off guard. The studio has a fortress of legal defense ready for just these kinds of situations. They've got a whole team of lawyers who make sure everything they put in their games is well within the bounds of the law. They're seasoned veterans when it comes to handling controversy and legal challenges. The parodies in GTA are crafted carefully to avoid crossing legal lines while still delivering the biting satire the series is famous for. Another reason that's got GTA 6 catching heat even before its release is the looming shadow of Jack Thompson and his band of supporters. Thompson is a former attorney, famously disbarred for misconduct, who's made a career out of campaigning against what he sees as obscenity and violence in media, especially video games like the Grand Theft Auto series. His legacy of legal battles against gaming companies for allegedly inciting violence is long and storied. One of Thompson's earliest major legal challenges against GTA occurred after the 2003 incident involving two teenage stepbrothers in Tennessee who were charged with reckless homicide. Thompson filed a $246 million lawsuit against Rockstar, the publisher Take-Two Interactive, and the retailers that sold the game, arguing that GTA 3 had inspired the teenagers' violent actions. However, this case quickly dissolved when the plaintiffs filed a notice of voluntary dismissal and the lawsuit was closed. In 2005, Thompson again attempted to link GTA to real-world violence in the case of Devin Moore, a teenager in Alabama who killed two police officers and a dispatcher. Thompson represented the families of the victims and tried to sue Sony, Take-Two, and Walmart, among others, for promoting violence through GTA. Besides going head-to-head with Rockstar in the courts, Jack Thompson has also been really vocal about pushing for tighter rules on how video games, especially violent ones like GTA, are sold. He's been all about getting tougher laws in place to stop kids from buying M-rated games. Even though Thompson didn't win these legal fights, they definitely stirred up a lot of talk about whether video games like GTA influence bad behavior. He's been a big voice in cranking up the media spotlight on the GTA series. Going further, another huge reason GTA 6 has got a lot of people annoyed is the return to Vice City. You'd think everyone would be hyped about heading back to the neon-soaked streets and sandy beaches of this Miami-inspired playground, right? Well, not exactly. Despite hints and whispers over the years, like that big leak back in 2018 from The Know on YouTube, where they revealed the game is taking place in Vice City and featuring a female protagonist, this return has stirred up some mixed feelings. First off, the nostalgia factor is massive. Vice City isn't just any old place in the gaming world. It's a legendary setting from the 2002 game that captured the essence of the wild 80s. It's where a lot of players fell in love with the series, thanks to its vibrant atmosphere, killer soundtrack, and unforgettable characters. So the idea of going back there definitely has a lot of fans excited, but it also sets some pretty high expectations. On the flip side, there's a chunk of the community that's kinda skeptical. They're worried that revisiting Vice City won't bring anything new to the table. After all, part of what makes each GTA game special is its fresh take on new locales, packed with sharp satire and all kinds of hidden stuff to discover. There's a fear that Rockstar might just play it safe, rehashing old glories instead of breaking new ground. And then there's the pressure of living up to the original Vice City, which is a beloved classic. How do you top that? And also, let's talk about the female protagonist in GTA 6. It's another reason for controversy. Honestly, the only thing that kind of bugs me, just a bit and with a grain of salt, is how some people are making a huge deal out of it. There's this loud outcry from certain corners of the gaming world that we're finally getting a female lead in a GTA game. Sure, this is technically a first for the main entries in the series, since the original GTA 1's option to play as a female character wasn't exactly a headliner feature. But let's get real here. In terms of gameplay, it probably won't change much at all. I mean, gaming has come a long way, and seeing a huge series like GTA throw in more diverse characters is definitely a good thing. It's all about mixing things up and keeping the story interesting. Besides, in GTA Online, you can already play as a woman, and honestly, apart from a bit of an odd moment when you use the services of roadside ladies, no one really makes a big deal out of it. So, while some fans are criticizing it, at the end of the day, it's just another twist in the GTA series. Next up on the list of controversies surrounding GTA 6 is how it's set to stir the pot in Florida. Once the game game hits the shelves, it's likely that many Floridians might not take too kindly to the way their state is portrayed. Rockstar has a knack for cranking up the satire and playing into stereotypes, and with the game returning to Vice City, a mirror of Miami, it's a safe bet they're going to lean into the wild and often absurd tales that have given rise to the Florida Man phenomenon. This term, made famous by countless bizarre and over-the-top news headlines that seem to start with Florida Man, captures the kind of quirky, sometimes downright crazy stories that are so outrageous they're hard to believe. Floridians might find themselves cringing or even getting angry as they see their home depicted in a humorous and exaggerated way. It could rub some locals the wrong way, especially if they feel it paints their community in an unfair light. The blend of sun-soaked beaches and swampland mayhem might make for great video game scenery, but it can also amplify stereotypes that residents are tired of hearing. Shout out to War Thunder again for sponsoring today's video. Make sure to check out War Thunder now for free on PC, PlayStation, or Xbox, and use my link in the pinned comment or description to register right now and claim a massive bonus pack across all platforms, including multiple premium vehicles, in-game currency, and more.